The digital photography revolution changed forever the way we capture images for advertising and marketing, journalism, art, and of course, in our own personal lives. But when it comes to creating accurate, easy-to-understand product documentation and assembly instructions, there is a much better way. With SOLIDWORKS Composer, your technical communications take a quantum leap in accuracy, clarity, visual appeal, and cost efficiency. Working directly from your 3D CAD data, high-quality product manuals, technical publications, and even interactive animations are quick and easy to create, so you don't have to wait for a physical prototype to be built, and there's no need for a digital camera. Let's take a look at some old-school product instructions. In its day, this fully manual 35mm camera was the last word when it came to creating high-quality images. But when you leaf through its user manual, the quality does not measure up to the camera. Using the same camera model and SOLIDWORKS Composer, you will see how easy it is to create product instructions that not only look good, but are also intuitive and, above all, easy for the end user to understand. You start by simply opening the original SOLIDWORKS model in Composer. An assembly explode sequence is a good way to clearly demonstrate how to mount a lens onto the camera body. SOLIDWORKS Composer makes it easy to create any kind of explode or assembly sequence. Just select the components and use the on-screen handles to translate or rotate the components to any location. Once everything is in position, you can add more graphic elements to add more clarity. This arrow may look like clip art, but as you hover it over the camera, it automatically aligns to the parts in 3D space. You can then format the arrow any way you want and even save it as a favorite. Adding a circular arrow shows that the lens rotates onto the camera base. For convenience, the arrow automatically snaps onto the axis of the lens. Now you can edit the arrow using the on-screen handles and position it exactly the way you want. When you're happy with the results, simply capture the image as a snapshot. Next, how to operate the Film Advance lever. Starting with a close-up view, select the components like before and use the on-screen handles to move them into place. A ghost image is left behind to show a great alternative position view. If you like the look of it, take another snapshot. Next, to show how to load the film, you can rotate the camera to get a better view, search for some 2D clip art, and simply drop in either a standard warning sign or a custom one that you created yourself to indicate that extra care is required. Of course, you'll want to show how to take a picture and include a lot of detail. A great tool for this is the Digger tool, which is like a dynamic magnifying glass. As you move the magnifying glass around, you can see how it zooms into that location. You can also use the X-ray feature to reveal the complex internal details. But right now, you just need a detailed view of the shutter button. Notice how easy it is to change the style of the graphics. By doing this, you can draw the user's attention to the detail and away from the main graphic to better communicate the intent of the design. Again, take a snapshot. So how do you create a one-page document using all these snapshots? One very easy way is to use Microsoft Word. Here is a mock-up of the instruction sheet with links to the graphics. Back in SOLIDWORKS Composer, you simply export the views using the high-resolution workshop. You can save all your views at once in any standard image format and at any resolution. When you go back to Word and update the links, you will see the document updates automatically. In a matter of minutes, you've created an easy-to-understand, great-looking instruction sheet with high-resolution graphics. You can make your manual even more useful by dropping in a QR code that links to some animated instructions online. So everything looks great, and the documentation is complete even before the product has gone to manufacturing. Using the original CAD data means you can create your technical communications while the product design is still being finalized. So engineering can make as many design changes as they like, and you won't have to start over. By simply pressing the Update button, SOLIDWORKS Composer will add any new parts, take away any that were deleted, and modify any that were changed. Now that was a lot easier than having to take a whole new set of photos. Now to check the views you created earlier to see if they were actually updated. As you can see, the new label for the telephoto lens was also updated. Everything looks great, And as soon as you update the links in Microsoft Word, you have a new product manual with the updated lens in a matter of seconds. SOLIDWORKS Composer is so easy to learn and use, you can expect to see benefits almost immediately. Your technical communication and documentation looks better than ever, with the quality to match the high-quality standards your customers expect. To learn more about SOLIDWORKS Composer, please explore this site further or contact your local SOLIDWORKS reseller.